to be part of this forum and to talk about Bahrain journey toward a successful e-government model. But first of all, I'd like to say hello to everybody here using his own language. Unfortunately, I can't speak all these languages, so I use Uncle Google translation and come out with this list. So I apologize if there is a mistake. You need to contact Google so they can do a better translation next time. Now, before jumping to talk about Bahrain, I like to highlight a few points about my country. Bahrain is a very small island located in the Middle East. This is the size of Oulu, which is something like 370 kilometers square. My country is double the size of Oulu. So we are almost 770 kilometers square. Those who are following Formula One, they will know us because we have a very successful Formula One race every year running on April. The photo that you are seeing here is not a Photoshop. It has been captured from last year. It was an accident. Thanks God, nobody has been hurted, and both of the driver has been recovered safely. Now, before running the program of e-government program, there are, as any traditional government services, we were facing so many of challenges, such as the bureaucracy, the lines and the queues of the people who want the government to serve them, lots of paper to be exchanged between the government and the customers. There was no unified data. Data redundancy there was everywhere between the government. No single source of the data. At that time, before 2007, our position in terms of the e-government index, we were in the rank number 57. But later on, once we have created the e-government program, things has been moved and improved significantly, and our ranking keep improving and improving till we reach number 18 last year in 2014. Due to the successful running of the program, the United Nations have decided to arrange 2 study tours for 30 different countries to come to Bahrain and to learn what are the main factors that lead Bahrain to do that improvement in terms of the provided services by the government. I left a couple of the booklet about the tour. I left them on the ground floor, so if you are interested, you can pick one of the booklet downstairs. Now, once we talk about what are the successful factors that lead the country to jump or to be part of the top 20 countries in terms of e-government services, I will address a few of the successful factors. One of them, of course, is the support from the leadership. Now, the cabinet has issued a resolution in 2007. The cabinet has issued a resolution to formulate something called the SCICT, which is the Supreme Committee of ICT, chaired by the Deputy Prime Minister. This committee will act like a board for the e-government program, and it's representative by many of the key ministers, such as the Minister of Finance, Minister of Education, Minister of Commerce, Minister of Health, and some other key ministers. Therefore, having such board for the program, the actions and the plan which has been executed by the authority became very fast, because everything as soon as been reported to that level of small cabinet, it will be spread over all the other entities in the government. Moreover, another key factor that helped us, we have come out with a very nice small model called the working group in each ministry. Now, part of our engagement or engaging the other ministries to be part of our e-government program, we have created a small groups chaired or headed by the undersecretary in each ministry. Such I mean a small team will help us heavily I mean in terms of smoothing or making I mean our decisions or our engagement with other ministries very easy and more smoother. Another factor was I mean the engagement of course of the successful of the private sector. Of course, as a small authority, we don't have I mean the domains or the resources to manage such a big program. So certainly, I mean, the private sectors as a solution provider help us a lot on this. But we take a further step where we found there is a role for the NGOs in our country to play a role in at least helping us in the awareness and the capacity building of the program among the society. So we have asked, I mean, many of the NGOs in my countries to play a role by, for example, involving them on the road shows and the organizing some events, on the campaigns, doing some awareness, I mean, campaigns for the society. And this helped us a lot in terms of trying, I mean, to maximizing the awareness about the programs. Of course, I mean, in any program there is a strategy for the program, and this strategy has lots of I mean strategic objectives, and under each objectives there is I mean lots of KPIs. We put I mean a very clear KPIs to challenge ourselves in order I mean to assure that I mean we are online with the to achieve our goals on the strategy. We have something called the national strategy and our e-government strategy in line with this national strategy, which is called Bahrain 2030. Now, another tool that we use also, I mean, to assure, I mean, the maximum benefit of the program, e-government program, is the focus group. The focus group is a set of different groups of volunteers from different sectors, from students, from the public, and from the private sector, where their roles is to examine and to challenge our electronic services before, I mean, put it alive for the public. So before I mean, putting those new services for the public, those groups will try to use and utilize those services and give us lots of feedback to enhance or finding what are the problems or issues with those services. The program itself is not just I mean a way or an extra point of automation, the traditional way of doing the services. No. One important element for us is the role which is under my supervision is the business process engineering. So any new services which will be provided through the e-government, it need to go through, I mean, extensive, I mean, re-engineering cycle to assure that, I mean, the government will provide such service in a better way. Another matter was the creation of a new team called the change management team. Any project run by the government now, part of the mandatory requirement is to provide something called the change management plan with any project. And this is a sort of a joint effort between the government and the solution provider, which is the company who will provide the services for the public. Because from the experience that we learn, so many of the services which has been provided by the government, and I mean as an e-services, the level of utilization was so low, and not due to the technical problem, but due to the non-proper change management with the either with the ministry who provided such services or with the public. So we decided to create this unique team and to do a sort different of change management techniques to assure the maximum benefit of the services. I will talk about just briefly about two main projects that we are having now, which is the business licensing integrated solution, which is like a one-stop shop for any new businesses need to be established in Bahrain. The investor or the person who wants to start a new business, he need to go for this portal, and amazingly, I mean, this portal is linked with all concerned ministries at the back end, so he can collect the license while he is on the as a one-stop shop, rather than bringing or going to different entities. Another big project that we have is the multi-channel e-services platforms. We are providing our electronic services through the portal, which is Bahrain.bh, through the mobile apps. The kind of mobile apps that we are providing now is not different from what the colleagues are stating here for the traffic, for the education, municipalities, and so on. Moreover, we are having like a kiosk, stations located in different crowded places in Bahrain, such as the post offices. So it will help also the citizen or the residents to do businesses with the government using those machines. And we have the National Contact Center, which is also a unified number for all the services provided by the government. So it is, for example, if you have any issues with the government, you have only to remember one unique number, telephone number, which is 8001, and a help desk agent or a contact center agent, he will help you to have an answer for all your questions or inquiries. I will stop now. Thank you very much for listening.